Aside from mastering hand gestures, aside from owning the stage, aside from having good pace, aside from pausing when you speak, all those are wonderful factors and criteria that makes you a wonderful speaker. And it's good and it's perfect. Then what happens, or how well to connect to your audience when you speak? And that is what I'm going to tell you with examples in this video. And that factor is inclusivity. How well do you include your audience in your conversation, in your speech that you're presenting? People tend to zone out when the information is going only one way. So you have to include them in whatever thing you're doing to make them feel carried along. Let's use carried along. Let me give you an example. I was watching a video and he wanted to portray a point on how to use your hands or how hand gestures can send information to people. He said, I want each and every one of you to raise up your hands and put it on your chin. But here is what he did. He put his hand up and put it on his chin, on his cheeks rather. And he's told them, look at your neighbor and tell your neighbor that that is not your chin. And funny enough, a good number of them, their finger was on their cheeks instead of their chin. And why is that? Because that was what he did. So public speaking goes beyond just what you say, but what you do with your hands also communicates to people. And when they looked at one another, and saw that most of them put their hands on they put their finger on their cheeks instead of their chin, they busted into laughter. And you see, at that moment, they all felt included. And that is a message, or that is a lesson that is going to stick with them by virtue of first-hand experience of inclusivity. So when next you go out to, present or speak to a lot of people, it's very important you include them in the learning process. And I can assure you, it's going to stick to them and make you very, very much memorable.